Greed is no joke. Yet we have another example of exactly that. Relatively recently, I had a comment in YouTube, and just reading through it, it was a situation where, I wish this person all the best, because I'll fully admit their goals are admirable, and I can understand, why they want to get to where they want to get to. But then as they share more details, it's going to be a bumpy path, because there's some major pitfalls in regards to kind of their mindset and approach to things. So if you had this sort of approach, or maybe you're in agreement with this person, fair warning, that's going to lead you down a path that's going to cause a world of hurt. So let's get to this YouTube comment. So this person says, "Yo Clay, sorry I ask. I'm down at Venezuela. I'm learning and I funded..." Okay. "Yo Clay, sorry I ask. I'm down at Venezuela. I'm learning and I funded interactive brokers, now moving to ClayTrader for the PDT rule, pattern day trading rule. I don't have anything else. I just need to explode my savings in trading so I can leave this country. Can you help me get into the chat room? I don't have an additional $2,000 to buy your course. I'm on zero with 9,000 in ClayTrader." The first part I want to start off with here is the goal, because in many cases, the goal can be totally, admirable and, just noble, but that's where the tricky part comes in. So in this place, hey, I'd like to leave my country of Venezuela. I want to, go to another country. And hey, I'm all for that. That's a big goal, but there's nothing wrong with big goals at all. There's nothing wrong, obviously, with noble goals, or goals where, wow, well done to you. That's a very admirable goal. But just because you have an admirable goal, a noble goal, doesn't justify you to start to get silly with your logic and with the numbers. Case in point here, they have $9,000 and they're putting it in their ClayTrader account. And within the first sentence, they are learning, which means they're new. Again, nothing wrong at all with being new. We all started off being new. But then you start to see things fall apart. The first part is, I need to explode my savings so that I can leave this country. Again, just because the goal is noble doesn't justify you taking the mental approach of, I got to explode things. I got to hit a home run. I got to go big or go home. No, that's a gambler's mentality. And just because you have a noble goal doesn't justify you having a gambler's mentality. That's just not how it works. So they're already putting themselves on very, very thin ice, being that they're new. We know they're new because they admit that they're learning, and that they have a noble goal. So of course they want to accomplish this goal, but now you can already see how that's bleeding down into things, because now they want to explode their account. Very, very fickle mindset, and a dangerous mindset to have. And then we have, how do I get in your chat room? Basically, because they're learning, I can't buy your course because it's $2,000. But then they follow that up by saying, but I have 9,000 in ClayTrader. Does anybody see the math there? I will tell you this right now, after having been running ClayTrader.com for a very long time, and maybe you can answer this, but how nice would it be to have 9,000 where you could and say, yeah, Clay, I really wish I could get that $2,000 program that you have, but I don't have any money. Well, this person has the money, and not only that, even after they bought it, they would still have $7,000 left to trade with. How nice would that be? Maybe you fit this situation where you're just like, oh, I would kill to be in that situation. But again, greed is nasty. A noble goal here has led to just irrationality and greed, because in their mind, I have 9,000 in my trading account, but I don't have anything for your course. I got $9 grand and your course costs $2, but I don't have any money for it. I'm assuming you see the disconnect there. That doesn't make any sense. But this person is so focused on their goal, which is great. It's great to be focused on a goal. But the point of this video, and what I'm trying to convey and hopefully just make you aware of so you don't fall into the trap, is too much focus. Laser focus is a good thing to an extent. And here we see an extent, because if you're veering off, if you're too laser focused, then you're missing lots of things that are kind of hiding in plain sight, such as it's not a good mentality to want to explode your account, especially when you're new and learning. It's not a good mindset to have when you need to learn, you want to program, but for whatever reason, you're totally blind to the fact that, but I want that 9,000 to trade with. I don't want to spend 2 of it. You get the point. Very messy situation, and it all starts with a noble goal and then greed creeping in and starting to distort the noble goal and causing this person to do unwise things, but the thing that the evil voices in their head are using to justify it is the goal itself. So be very careful with goals, especially if they're big goals, nothing wrong, especially if they're noble goals. Don't let greed come in and start to cause you to do things and try to justify going down paths that you should not be going down. So I really enjoyed this. I hope this person can kind of get their mindset cleared up, because this is a fantastic example and something new. We haven't really had anything like this that does a good example of showing just how a well-intended goal can lead to doing some kind of silly thing. So I wish this person the best, obviously. I hope that they can accomplish that goal. But yeah, right now, they need to make some tweaks in their human psychology. If you are interested in trading alongside me and other traders, then I do offer a private trading community known as the Inner Circle. So the two images that you see on the screen, the one image, if you click on it, it will take you to the Inner Circle page and give you all the details about it. The other is going to be a behind the scenes tour that I personally give, so you can see exactly what you are going to get with the subscription. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then go ahead, check it out, and by all means, let me know if you have any questions.